What screams I'm not a good person? I'll be faithful once I put a ring on it. Someone with no awareness of their wrongdoings and is non-trustworthy. Seems like a no-brainer. People who aren't able to be excited for you when you succeed, no matter how small the success, they always see other people's success as a threat to their own worth. Then, they'll get upset if you don't celebrate for them. I had a best friend in HS, now an ex-BFF, who yelled at me that I didn't deserve to get a flute solo in our marching band show because I was drum major. Believe me, I didn't want it/ask for it. I have bad anxiety. Anyways, what makes it worse was that she had a major solo the whole ballad 1 year every single year. She just didn't know how to celebrate anyone but herself. Cue jumping. Those people cutting others off the line just because they think they should be first are spawns of TBE devil. Disrespectful of people's personal property in their home. Someone who goes out of their way to insult/criticize anyone or for the smallest mistake, or inconsistency. Never accepting blame for anything. Mocking people for liking unpopular but harmless things. Consistently talking shit behind people's backs. Laughing at/making fun of other people's interests and hobbies. Stealing stuff, lying to people, avoiding your responsibilities and sticking someone else with the bill. Constantly telling people you are a good person. Never paying debts, even small ones. If you borrow money, even $1, with a promise to pay back, do so. Talking shit about mutual friends when they're not around. If they'll do that with your other friends, damn sure they're doing it with you too. Not taking personal responsibility for your actions and purposefully withholding important information from someone for your own self-preservation or selfish reasons. My first job was in retail, and I used to think the worst bottom of the pile people were the kind of PPL who would take a shitload of clothes from hangers and try them on and just leave a heap on the floor in the change room. Schrodinger's douchebag, judging whether or not what you just said was a joke depending on the reaction of people around you. Being a brick to everyone else, then trying to excuse that behavior by saying I'm just brutally honest. Backstabbing people but appears to be nice and helpful in your face. People who proudly state that they are assholes and have no intentions to change for anyone. The world doesn't revolve around you, quit being a brick. I know this sounds manipulative and rude, but manipulative statement shit like that. Leaving your shopping cart in a parking space. Littering. Making fun of other people's appearances, especially of things that aren't immediately fixable and cost money to do so. Acne, crooked teeth, big noses and such. Treating wait staff badly. If they're willing to be rude to someone in public, I can only imagine the kinds of stuff they say in private. Punching down, i.e. treating those below you badly, be that at work, service workers, children, etc., because you perceive yourself as higher status. Playing music audibly on public transport when others can hear. Taking any kind of criticism or conflicting opinion as a personal attack. No, battering everyone else's opinions into the ground and eventually personally attacking others and questioning their intelligence for disagreeing with you isn't healthy discourse. People will always blame everyone else for leaving them. Like all my exes were crazy is probably not true. You probably did something to drive them off the edge. Not being introspective enough to realize you're the root of your problems is probably one. Too proud to apologize at it. Thank you for the silver, kind stranger. Being rude because you haven't had your coffee yet or some similar excuse. Be an adult like the rest of us and learn to control your emotions regardless of your caffeine intake. Changing lanes without using your turn signals. Hurting animals. Ever mentioning survival of the fittest as an excuse for being an asshole? I meant in a serious, actually believes it way. I think it's perfectly okay to joke about Darwin Awards and stuff. When they say "I'm sorry you think it's my fault," said by my sister who tossed me out on Thanksgiving after helping her cook all the food so she could have only her friends over. Publicly ridiculing a person. It ruins their self-esteem and makes that person look bad. When a person thrives and builds a community off of the insecurities of others. For example, by picking on somebody and playing it off as a joke continuously, or constantly bringing up how lonely people would be without them. They tend to lack any encouraging words and don't ever say anything complimentary. If I could choose one phrase to describe these people, it would be not to be rude or anything, but how you treat individuals who work in the service industry, for example, waiters, janitors, etc. People who pretend it's okay to be jerks because they are self-aware about it. You are not. You are most definitely not self-aware with that logic. Being rude to servers, retail workers, etc.